Bloom Into You is my favorite manga series. Everyone has a manga series that is relatable to them, and Bloom Into You is mine. I love romance series, but none of them are relatable to me in any way, except for Bloom Into You. This series is so relatable to me because it explores asexuality, which is something I have never seen in fiction in general really, and especially not done this well. This series was really special to me because for the first time I can relate to a character, and not just one, but two of the characters in the series are relatable. All the time in anime and manga reviews, I see people talk about how they can relate to such and such character for such and such reason, and there are very few characters that I can relate to on any level, let alone as much as I do with the characters of Bloom Into You. I've never understood romance in my life, or how people can just fall in love at first sight, or any of that stuff. I always thought that everyone around me, in high school especially, were weird for always looking at people and saying things like I'd smash that or whatever, and it wasn't until later that I figured out that I was the weird one for not thinking things like that. I didn't like girls and I didn't like guys either. I was just alone, and anytime someone asked me about it, I would always lie and say that yeah, I like that person, or hell yeah, I'd smash, when in reality, I just didn't care about any of that and always thought that people were weird for thinking that. But it is thanks to Bloom Into You that I was able to love myself even if I can't love anyone else because of how amazing the character writing in this series is. It struck all the right chords with me and made me realize that it's okay to be the way I am and that I'm not alone. There are other people like me out there and that's okay. One thing in life that I always wanted to do one day is fall in love. I know that sounds weird coming from a guy, but it's the truth. That's why I love romance series so much, because it allows me to at least get a taste of what that feeling is like, even if I will never experience it myself. Bloom Into You helped me realize that it's okay to not have feelings for anyone, and that it's okay to just watch your friends' love stories from the sidelines. But even still, after discovering Bloom Into You, I can't help but feel envious of all the people who are capable of feeling that feeling, and hope that maybe one day I'll discover that I'm wrong and that I am capable of feeling love. You is a character that I feel is written just for me. I have never in my time watching anime and reading manga found a character that has so closely connected to a certain part of my life like Yu is. In the beginning of the story, Yu is always asking herself when she's going to feel love and when she's going to get that fluttery feeling in her chest and fall in love with someone. And I know that struggle all too well. As someone who has never felt that towards anyone, but having witnessed everyone around me fall in love, it has made me envious and made me really question myself. And it isn't until I discovered Bloom Into You, and specifically Yu's character, that I was able to really understand myself. Unlike Yu, I still haven't found that special someone in my life, and I may never find that person, but you really helped me to figure out that it's okay to not have that feeling, and it's okay to just want to live a regular life. You said something in the story that really resonated with me, and that is that despite the fact that she doesn't love Toko, she's still really happy that Toko loves her and is there for her, and I 100% understand that feeling. To me, it felt like I was the one saying that because I have certainly thought that before. I've always wanted to understand what feeling love was like, but I've never gotten to experience that, and I may never get to experience it, but I do hope that one day I can experience love. Bloom Into You is my all-time favorite manga, and that is in large part due to Yu's character, as she has helped me to discover myself and in a lot of ways that I never thought I would. Yu is the type of person that I wish I could be sometimes. At first, she thought she was incapable of falling in love, but over time, after she hung out with Toko more, she started to realize that she loved her, which has never happened to me, but like all cases previously, I am happy that she got to fall in love and find that special someone in her life and hope that she will be happy forever. I would like to talk about another character who isn't one of the main characters, but he is an important character in the story nonetheless, and a character that I can definitely resonate with a lot, and that is the character of Maki. He is a character that hasn't fallen in love and has never been interested in falling in love. He looks at relationships like they're a play or a book, and he is the audience and just takes a look at people's relationships at a distance. And although I have never thought about it, that is a really good analogy to how I feel when seeing other people I know get into relationships. It's like I'm on the outside watching a play or a book unfold, and I would never experience this myself, although unlike him, I would like to one day, but I don't know if I ever will. I remember the first time that I realized that I was the weird one and the people around me were the normal ones, and that was back in 2018. I discovered this when a girl I was friends with asked me out, and at first I was excited. I had never had a girlfriend before, so of course I was excited, but then I quickly realized I didn't love her. Not that I hated her, she was still my friend, but in my heart she was never anything more than that, and anytime we would get a little more intimate like holding hands or hugging, I felt nothing. It only felt awkward to me. It was then that I started to think that maybe I'm just incapable of falling in love, because as of this point I have never even had a crush on someone before, and that was weird. And later that year, after I had been questioning myself for months, Bloom Into You's amazing anime came out, and it was with this anime that I really started to feel like I might be asexual or hell even aromantic, and after the anime ended, I had to continue the story, so I continued the story through the manga, and as more time passed, the more it solidified for me the truth, and in December of 2019, I decided to do some research as there were some things that I did that I felt were a bit weird, and I discovered that other asexual people also did those things, and that pretty much told me right there that it was true. And after I discovered it, honestly, I hated myself. I really did. The one thing I always wanted to do, and will now probably never happen, but over time I have started to feel a lot more free as I now know the truth, and I still hate myself, but after rereading Bloom Into You, it has helped me to learn and accept myself a little more than I did before. I know this video is different from what I normally make, but this video had to be made. I recently reread Bloom Into You, not even necessarily for a video, and it just reminded me as to why I love this series so much, and how it helped me to figure myself out. There has never been another manga series that has been able to do that for me. That's why I love this series, and I know that if anyone else is going through similar struggles, then I know for sure that this series can help you as well, because the mangaka knows how to portray that part of life so damn well. It's actually insane.